friends, it's Liv and welcome back to my channel, and today we are turning over a new leaf. Before I begin, I want to quickly apologize. Again, like I said in my last video, I am currently getting over a cold and I sound disgusting, so bear with me. Again, I sound really gross and I am sorry. No one feels worse about it than I. So I am here today to bring you my September TBR. It's fall. Doesn't really feel like fall because I live in Southern California, but I wore a long-ish sleeve shirt anyways because I want to get in the fall mood. I love fall. It's my favorite season. So there is a problem that I have seen not only in my own reading, but BookTubeNet-wide, and it is we put down books that we don't finish to start other books. We finish a book and instead of moving on to the next book in a series, we push it off again for another book. But I say no more. I say no more. So again, I'm turning over a new leaf and I hope you also turn over a new leaf with me, but also maybe I'm just crazy. Maybe this will last only about a month. Maybe it'll only last a week again. We will see. So yes, new leaf. I have decided I want to finish books I've started and then just put off for others. I want to continue series that I haven't finished. And so I am making myself a vow that unless it is continuing a series or anything of that matter, I am not starting any new books this month. Am I buying new books? We'll see, because I have a problem. This is just me ranting about my bad reading habits. And this is not the video you clicked on, but it's the video you're watching, so thanks for being here. So before I keep rambling, let's just get into this video and see which books I plan on reading this month in September. So the first book I am reading in the month of September is actually my current read, and it is The Throne of Fire by Rick Riordan, which is book 2 of the Kane Chronicles, which follow the story of Carter and Sadie Kane and their adventures with the Egyptian gods. They're magicians who are trying to stop chaos from ruling the world. I really enjoyed book 1. If you watched my Newt's August wrap-up, which is my last video, then I kind of raved about the first book and how much I enjoyed it. And I'm not very far in this book yet. I just started it a couple days ago, but I am already enjoying it. So we're off to a very strong start. Following that, the second book I intend on reading this month is The Serpent Shadow, also by Rick Riordan. The Serpent Shadow, again, follows the story of Carter and Sadie and their adventures of being magicians with the Egyptian gods. Again, I don't exactly know what this one in particular is about because I am currently reading The Throne of Fire, but I'm really excited to get to this one and figure it out. The third book I intend on finishing this month, since again, I've kind of started most of these, is The Sun Is Also Starred by Nicola Yoon. I'm about 160 pages into this so far, and I really enjoyed what I've read so far. It's the story of Natasha, and her family is one day away from being deported to Jamaica, and she meets Daniel, who is going for an interview for college, if I remember correctly. And it's their adventures and spending their day together, and he doesn't know she's leaving. Something I've noticed that I really like about this book is that it's told from like everyone's point of view, and when I mean everyone's point of view, I do mean everyone's point of view. Like, you not only get Daniel's and Natasha's, but they can walk by someone on the street and you'll get a chapter talking about their point of view. Like the woman working security at one of the offices, about her life and her day and different historical points of view. And it was really cool. So I'm really excited to finish this because I really enjoyed it. Number 4 is another book that I kind of pushed off for a while and have not finished, and does have a series following it, and it is Three Dark Crowns by Kendra Blake. I'm kind of matching it. We got that dark aesthetic thing going on, which I'm really digging. So this follows the island of Fenburn. In every generation, there's 3 triplets that are born, and they are queens. They're separated when, I want to say they're 5 or 6 years old. So there's an elementalist, a naturalist, and a poisoner. And it's kind of, I think it's kind of like the Hunger Games, where they have to go and like kill each other, and whoever wins gets to like rule the kingdom for the next generation until the next 3 queens are born. It's so dark, and I really enjoyed the writing style. What little I did read of this book, I'm probably gonna have to go back and reread it because it's been a few months and I kind of forgot most of it. But I remember really enjoying this book and being really intrigued by the plot. And I really like Kendra Blake's writing. I was a big fan of Anna Just in Blood back in high school. That was actually like one of my favorite books I read in high school. That was great. So I'm really excited to see what this has in store for me. I feel like I'm sounding worse and worse. I am so sorry. The next book on my TBR for September is Shadow and Bone by Leigh Bardugo. I feel like this is a surprise that I've never actually read this, except for like the 30 pages I did. Oh, I have the owl from Harry Potter. I forgot about, again, this is something that I started and forgot most of it, so I'm gonna have to go back and reread. I still don't really know what this book is about. I know it's about a girl named Alina, and she's kind of taken in by this ruler called the Darkling, and I know everyone hates him, but I don't know why. I've just been told he's not a good guy, but that's about all I know. I really want to read these because I know so many people rave about them. So many people love the Six of Crows duology, which I don't want to read until I read these. And I'm really excited to read these, so I don't know why I haven't finished it yet. I need to get on that. Next up, we have Clockwork Prince by Cassandra Clare, which, again, I'm sure a lot of people are surprised that I have not read, because I am surprised that I have not read this. So, confession time. I started reading City of Bones when I want to say there were only the first 3 Mortal Instruments books were out. I was 12 years old. I was in 7th grade, and now I am 21. But I read the first book, and then I put off City of Ashes, didn't continue reading it, because I read City of Bones when I had the worst hangover from finishing Deathly Hallows for the first time. I was devastated. I did not want to read, and so I forced myself to read City of Bones, and it kind of gave me a headache, which was not a good plan on my part, because I really like Cassandra Clare's books. I think they have such an interesting plot line that I love to read. I love getting myself lost in that world. But I read the first book in 7th grade. I read City of Ashes my freshman year of college. And then I just read City of Glass this last winter. But it is my goal to finish all of her books by the end of the year. So I read Clockwork Angel a couple of months ago, and now I'm finally getting around to reading Clockwork Prince. I've started it, but I've gotten this far and then I stopped, which is my problem that we're fixing by continuing all these books that I started but didn't finish. This will be good for me in the long run. I know it will, and you should join me because I think it'll be good for you in the long run also. This is the second book to the Infernal Devices trilogy, which is the prequel to the Mortal Instruments. It follows Tessa and Jem and Will. I love Tessa, she's so cute. And Will infuriates me, but I'm pretty sure I'm going to grow to love him. Seems like that kind of character. Jem, I also love, but I need to learn more about him. And I think I'm so slow getting through these because I've gotten so used to the Mortal Instruments characters, and now it's this entire band of new characters that I didn't really know, and because of that I wasn't inclined to really care about them. But I think now that I grow further into the series, I think I'm going to care about them a lot more because I've heard Clockwork Prince and Clockwork Princess are wonderful, so I need to get through these. But again, really excited to do so. And the last book is actually a reread for me, which I bet you didn't see that coming. And I don't have the cover with me because I have it on Kindle, but it is I Am Number 4 by Pittacus Lore. This was a book I was obsessed with in junior high, and I would read these as they came out. But I want to say I've only read the first 3 or 4 books. I don't actually remember, but I think I've only read 3 of them. But it was a case of the next book came out and I pushed it to the side. I don't even think I bought the next book in the series, which makes me sad because I really loved these books. But so I finally I rewatched the movie recently. I was obsessed with the movie. And I know a lot of people don't like the movie, but I loved the movie. And I was so mad they didn't continue the movies. It's the same thing with Mortal Instruments. I loved the City of Bones movie. It's so sad they didn't continue the movies because as much as I did enjoy the show, I think the movie was so much better than the show. I know some of you will agree with me, some of you maybe not, just my opinion. And that's okay. But it really bugs me that I don't know how the Lorien Legacies series ended. And I know now there's a new series out about them and I want to read that too. So I am rereading the ones that I have read, and then I'll continue into the ones that I have not. And I'm ready to get going on that one also. And there you have it, guys. That was my mess of a September TBR and turning over a new leaf. Again, I hope you join me. Or maybe I'm crazy and I'll stick with this for 2 weeks and then start something new because I'm impulsive and I can't make decisions to save my life. But I do hope you did enjoy this video. Please be sure to give it a big thumbs up and comment down below what book you are most excited to get to in the month of September. As far as mine go, which one is it? I would say I'm really excited to finish The Sun Is Also a Star because I want to know how it ends and I finally want to see the movie because Charles Melton is in it and I'm a big Riverdale fan. Love Melton, sang karaoke with him once at a convention. He's great. But I think I'm also excited for the nostalgia that's gonna come with reading I'm Number 4 because it's great and I love that series. Please be sure to subscribe to this channel if you haven't already and be sure to click that bell icon so you're notified every time I post a new video. Thanks again for watching and I hope to see you next time. Bye.